Hello all. So today we'll be understanding the filter transformation in mapping data flow activity of Azure Data Factory. So let's go to the sample data sets which I've created here. So you can see this is the input data set, and here on the right side we have the desired output data set. So this is a very basic filter transformation for the beginners to understand, like how we have to implement it in Azure Data Factory. So you can see we have an employee table with employee ID, name, salary and joining year columns. Here we are interested to get all those employees whose salary is greater than 50,000. So here I've written the condition, okay, and the output data set should appear like fetching all the columns whose salary is having greater than 50,000 value. Okay, so you can see like for the employee ID 2, 7, 8, 9, it is greater than 50,000. So we have the result set over here. So you can see that the filter transformation is serving the purpose same as we have the where clause in SQL query. So let's go to the official documentation page of Azure Data Factory. Filter in ADF data flow. This is the page where we have the different transformations of data flow mentioned over here. So we are seeing the filter transformation. So what does this imply? It is written over here. Filter transforms allows row filtering based upon a condition. So what is our condition over here? The condition is the salary should be greater than 50,000, or all the employees who are earning more than 50,000. So the output stream includes all the rows matching the filtering condition. The filter transformation is similar to a where clause in SQL. Okay, so the configuration is shown over here in the snapshot. Okay, so we'll see this now in the Azure Data Factory. Okay, let's go to the Azure Data Factory. Yeah, it's already opened here. So let's create a pipeline. Filter demo. We'll take the data flow activity. Okay, we'll name it as filter data flow in the settings, new. Now here we'll write it as filter demo, and we'll take the sources now. So click on the source, and now we'll have to connect to the source. So for this purpose, as I said, the input data set is the employee details, which is shown here. So in the storage account, let's go to the Gen 2 where I have placed the input data set, containers, inside the input folder adf_input. I have this filter input data.csv file. Let's open it, edit, preview, and we can see the same data of the employees present over here. Okay, so we'll filter all the records having salary greater than 50,000. So we'll connect to this data set. Let's go back to the sources. So here we have the filter input data set. Now here we'll select the data set. So where is it placed? It isn't in Gen 2, so we'll click on it, continue. It's a CSV file, so click on delimited text, continue. Name it as filter input data already there, so let's name it as 1. Then link service, as already present link service, which is for my Gentoo account, so click on it. If it is not there, create a new one. Then file path, browse it, Gentoo aref underscore input, and the name was filter input data, as you can see over here, filter input data.csv. Click on it. Okay, first row is having header, so we'll click on it and click OK. Okay, so we have the data set like configured here. Next, we'll go to the projection. You can see like there are all the columns mentioned over here, and you can see the columns are integer type for salary, joining year, and employee ID. So we can change it here in the projection, employee ID to integer, salary to integer, joining year to integer. Okay, and now once this is done, we can go to the inspect tab and we can see that it's changed. And in the data preview, like if we have to preview the data, we can enable the data flow debug option. So let's enable it. Okay, so the data flow debug cluster is getting created. Let's wait for it to come complete. So you can see the cluster is now ready. Refresh it. It will take some time to fetch the data. So the data has appeared. It has the same employee ID, name, salary, joining year column. So there are like 10 rows, and we have to filter on the basis of salary. So let's click on the plus sign present here, and we'll have to select the filter transformation, which is a row modifier, so it will be present under the row modifier section, filter. Okay, click on filter. So here, once we click on the filter, it will show us the configuration settings over here. So let's say the stream name is filter salary and this is the incoming stream name. Okay, and filter on, this is the setting where we'll write the filter condition. So once you click on this, okay, it will show you the open expression filter, or you can directly also write any filter condition over here. So let's better open the expression filter and we'll see whether the expression which we are going to write is correct or not. So open expression filter. So this expression filter page will open, and here we'll have to like select the different filter conditions. So here our filter condition is on salary column. Okay, you can see the values which are present here. Different other functions, input schema, parameters, etc. is also present here in the expression elements. Okay, so parameters, input schema. Okay, so in the input schema we have those columns. So we'll select the salary column, click on it. So you can see here salary. Now we have to take all those records which is having salary greater than 50,000. So here you can see different operators we have. So we'll click on the greater than, okay, and then we'll write 50,000. Okay, so salary greater than 50,000. Next comes here also in this expression builder we have the option of data preview. Okay, so you can see here just above the save and finish we have data preview and the refresh button. So click on refresh. So it will show us what all columns will come in the output when we have given the above expression builder condition. Okay, so we'll wait for the cluster to fetch the data. So you can see, so the salary, once it was like 50,000 for the first record, it will not consider in output because we have mentioned greater than 50,000. Okay, all the salary greater than 50,000, not equal to. Okay, then 70,000, 30,000, it will not consider. So all those, the last ones, you can see these are considered in output, which are like with the tick mark and cross, which are not considered. Okay, so the desired result you can see in the data preview option. Now let's click on save and finish. Okay, so you can see the same condition which we have written inside the expression builder. Next comes optimize, inspect, data preview, leave it as default. Here also you can refresh it and see the data with all other columns. Okay, so all these 4 records, okay, are having salary greater than 50,000. Next, we have to like attach it to the sync. Let's go to the destination section and select sync. So we'll name the output stream name as filter salary output. Okay, next is the data set where we want to save our file, output file. So it is also in the Gentoo account as delimited text, filter salary output, and to the Gentoo account. First row is having header. Let's browse where we want it to save Gentoo and into the area underscore output folder. Okay, okay, so it's done. Next comes the file name option under the settings tab. Okay, so file name option, how we want the file to be saved. So we want it into a single file. Okay, as there are other file options into partition etc, but we want it in a single file. So click on it and this option will come here. So click on set single partition, and output to a single file requires name of the file. So how we want the name as filter salary demo dot csv. Okay, so this is the file name which we have given. Rest all leave it default. Okay, when you select that in the optimize section, you can see it is auto converted into single file, single partition. Now you can see the data preview, refresh it. So all those records are getting displayed. Okay, so next comes publishing the changes. So at the top you can see publish all. Click on it, publish. So it has started deploying the changes to the factory. Publishing completed. Next we'll go to the activity, the data flow activity which you have created. So here validate it, close. Okay, validation is successful. Next comes adding trigger. So here in the add trigger we have the trigger now option. We'll trigger it. Okay, okay, so the pipeline has started running. Let's go to the monitor section. You can see the filter demo, the first one. Okay, today's date it is running. It's just shown as in progress. Okay, you can see it is in progress. Let's wait for it to finish. Like again the documentation page of Microsoft, you can see the configuration settings which we have also like used the stream name filter on. So in the documentation page you can see that they are taking all the records which are having year less than or equal to 1960, and in our case we have given the condition based on salary. So you can give different conditions in the filter transformation settings tab, okay, to get the desired result. So this is the filter transformation in mapping data flow. Let's refresh it and we can see that the pipeline has succeeded. So let's go back to the storage account and to the area underscore output folder we'll go, and we can see the file generated over here. The name given was filter salary demo. So click on it, edit and preview. So you can see the data is as expected from the demo data set. Okay, so we've got all those employee detail whose salary is greater than 50,000. So this is very basic demonstration of the filter transformation in mapping data flow activity. You can implement different other filter conditions through the filter transformation configuration settings in the expression builder and achieve your desired results. So thank you for watching the video. Happy learning. Bye.